Hello, this is Temporal, and this is Brutally Honest Model Displays. And this is the Bandai Action Base 1 White from 2007. While on the runners, it says it's from 2006, but that's probably for either the black or the clear version. Anyways, so if anyone knows how this goes, I'm going to go over, pros and cons of the Action Base 1 here, and articulation, and some other stuff. I guess we'll begin now. So, like any old Bandai action base, you have to make it, you construct it, and this guy, I believe, came with 3 runners. And the camera makes it super white, but it's more of a pure white compared to what my lighting does here. But yeah, as also you can see here, it does come with screws, only for that part right there, and another part for connecting it onto another kit. But I don't know what kit it would really connect to. That's the piece right there. Come on, focus. There you go. That's the piece right there. I don't really know what it really connects to, because in the manual it is pretty vague onto what it connects to. Does it really even say where it... No, it doesn't. But, yeah. Anyways, let's go over the articulation of the Action Base 1. Right. So, top part does go up and down, all the way up and all the way down. It can extend and then lock into place via this thing right here. So you can get very high action poses there. And if the kit's big, you can make it hang down. What else? What else we got here? You do have rotation right here, rotation right here, rotation right here. And you can also extend it and, put it back on this cool piston action here. There is oh shit, that is sideways. There is another version of this thing, which it's not the piston, but it's like standard, like just a basic arm. I don't know what year that came out, but I'm gonna figure it out and review that one whenever I find it. But it might be either the old version or maybe a more recent one. I'm not entirely sure. But that is basically all the articulation for this thing. You can get some pretty good poses with your kits there. But yeah. And let's now move on to the extra parts that I didn't cut off the runner. And that's mainly the parts that attach to a kit that has, ball jointed hips, or a connection piece you can just connect these into. And this just, plops through. Come on. Oh shit. That just flops right in there. Oh. Just like that, so you can have a, prong in the legs there. Oh, it's also very tight. And next one I have here is the 3mm peg. Attach that in there, and then you get your standard 3mm peg kit and just, attach it in there. But I wouldn't recommend using an Action Base 1 for a small high grade, unless it's like a big one. I'd recommend, this thing. Anyways, here are the pros and cons, I would say. The pros here, it can hold up a lot of weight. From what I have on my shelf, it's held up pretty well on all the big guys. And I guess the cons here is I wouldn't recommend this guy for anything as small as, like, I don't know, like a small high grade. I don't think it work with like SDs or anything. So 1 to 100 scale or bigger high grades work perfectly with this, since you do have that 3mm peg. But what I'm going to be using for this guy is my dead end guy. I don't know how I'm going to pose it, but it does work with the included action-based connector, which does plug into top here. I might make it a little bit further back and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. And I think that's it for this little review for the Bandai Action Base 1. There's not too much to go over here. It's an action base. It's gonna be shorter than a regular kit review. But I'd recommend this guy, this stand for any master grade. It's probably the best one of Bandai's action bases for your master grades. Much better than the Action Base 8, which surprisingly held up well so far. And in my collection, I have around like 4 of these things. So it's very trustworthy. It's a very good action base. Anyways, thank you for watching. This has been Brutally Honest Model Displays featuring Bandai's Action Base 1 White from 2007. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos, and subscribe. And, well, goodbye.